Thornhill, Arkangel, you know, their last song, Casanova, was like, it wasn't my taste, you know, but I always like seeing bands try something out. And I know that there's been a lot of talk about Thornhill recently changing their sound. I'm really interested to see what they did with this track. Thornhill actually was one of my favorite bands a couple years back with their I forgot the album name, but anyways, their last album, The Dark Pool. I loved that album. I would listen to it all the time, you know. So Casanova was just really different, maybe too different for me, and it's not really the style that I prefer, but I'm not gonna write them off, so we'll see. I'm Jordan Needham, this is J Ham Entertainment, and let's get into this. Okay. Similar already, but ooh. Definitely, yeah. We'll see where this goes. I don't know. I like this riff. I really do. I like the riff. Okay. 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 Ooh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, no. I'm accepting it. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely more in the Casanova direction. I got a lot to say though, so don't worry. I will be speaking my mind. Or maybe you should worry. I don't know. Man, I was gonna say something that would really piss a lot of people off. I'll say it later. Don't worry. All right, let's get into this review. First of all, I want to say, make it clear right off the bat, I do prefer this over Casanova, but I probably won't be listening to this on my own time. I probably will give it another listen just because I always do that. No matter what song I listen to or react to, I always give it a second shot just alone, even if it was something I really loved or really, I can see a time where it's like, I really hate this and I'm not going to listen to it, but I don't think I've had that on my channel before. I will say though, I think this song does have potential to grow on me. Let's go through some pros and cons. Okay, so pros, you know, as an artist myself, I'm a 3D artist. You can check out my portfolio in the description below. I really admire any artist in a genre that decides like, hey, I want to start making stuff that feels like it's actually from my heart or from our heart, and it feels like it's not just some cookie cutter, you know, metalcore or whatever genre you're in. It's different than what people expect, but it's what we feel. It's how we want to express ourselves. That in and of itself, regardless of how the work turns out, is a bit inspiring, of course. And then of course, if you add on top of that an actually great output, that's even all the much more expiring. Soggy milk, expiring, inspiring. So there's that, and I think Jacob from Thornhill is a very inspiring individual, very creative. You know, it's fun to pay attention to, so even if this is not my style, it's admirable. Oh, also another pro, I think this one was a little, I actually don't know. Casanova was probably a little more upbeat, but this I feel like had a deeper, like grungier sound, which kind of resonates with me a little bit more, so that's a pro for me. It had like really cool bass lines as well. And now we're gonna get into the cons. Okay, this is where like people are gonna throw some hands with me because they're gonna be like, what kind of crack are you smoking? I actually just got a comment on this channel saying like, I want what you're smoking. Okay, buddy. Okay, well, I don't know what I was smoking 5 months ago, or else I'd help, you know? So the cons, I think Thornhill has really hyped this up to be like a totally new, unique sound, and I don't want to, I'm not saying this to try to shit on them or like diss them. I just personally don't think it's that revolutionary. I don't think it's that unique. It's very similar to that Muse, Deftones sort of style, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people that like that sound, you know, props to them, respect to those bands as well. Very talented, very great bands and legendary. But I just feel like this sounds a lot like that. For instance, this is always my test for things, and maybe it's not the right way to do things, but if you were to take like a random outsider that's never listened to this music and you showed them Deftones and then you showed them this, they probably would be like, oh, that's pretty similar, you know? And that's, I don't know, it's just, I'm always waiting for something to be really revolutionary in the sound of this style of music, and it just never really happens. And obviously it's really hard because this, you know, metal has been around for a long time, rock has been around for a long time now, and so it's probably obviously is way harder to make something totally revolutionary, totally unique. You know, I'm not dogging on them for not being completely revolutionary or anything. I'm just like trying to be honest and say that I don't think it's that unique. Obviously there's small aspects of it that I'm like, that's definitely Thornhill, that's good, but I'd say the overwhelming majority of it, 80-90% of it, is like that Muse, Deftones type of style. I don't even want to put it in a con. I'm just gonna say like my final thoughts of this song. So it appears that Thornhill will not be, you know, making super heavy tracks, at least not in this album. You never know what a band wants to do, and perhaps they will. I don't know. And I don't even like just heavy tracks. I like all sorts of, you know, metalcore. I like the soft songs, I like the hard songs, but I would like to hear some screams here and there, but I'm not sure if we can expect that on the album. It does seem like this album is going to be a bit experimental, so they'll probably make a variety of sounds, see how people respond to them, and then compose another album in the next couple years, put out a more refined sound. That's kind of how I see things happen most of the time. Maybe that doesn't happen, I don't know. Anyways, you can tell I used to really love this band, so I have a lot of thoughts on this, and it's just one of my longer reviews in a while. That's because I love the Dark Pool. Let me know what you guys think of this track in the comments below. What do you think of what do you think of Thornhill changing their sound a bit? And also, if you want to see more reactions to bands like this, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss when I react to like a new Thornhill album. And as always, I'm your boy Jordan Needham. This is J Ham Entertainment, and I will catch you next time.